Hello everyone, I am Ray. I'm talking about my experiences with Vouralen and just the Roblox myth community in general. Now, trigger warning, there will be some mentions into grooming and things related to that, so if you are not comfortable for that you can skip past it. Now for the disclaimer, do not go out of your way to harass people mentioned in this video, and the drama is relatively old from what I can tell. Now for those who don't know, Vouralen was a Roblox myth that was created on June 6, 2020. His myth was mostly centered around time travel and war. His games had a gritty and dark atmosphere to it and were overall well made. But his myth is not what we are here to talk about. I think he first interacted with me in September 2020, as I think that's the oldest message chain I have with him. Now I want to state that I am not one of the victims within the situation, as he didn't have any weird interactions. Only one I recall was when I posted a thing on my Instagram story saying, "Ask me anything," and he responded with, "Are you cute?" I was around 13 to 14 at the time. But I didn't screenshot, as I was dating someone at the time and didn't want that person to blame me for anything. I ended up just ignoring the question. But that is really my only weird interaction. You may take that with what you will. Now, my relationship with him, as far as I could tell, was that we were friends. He mainly asked for things from me, like for me to make animations videos for him. I only made two, that being Vouralen's intro and Vouralen's escape, which are both still up on YouTube currently on my main channel. Most of the time we spent talking was him asking me to make things for him, such as a group icon and other things for him. I didn't really have a problem with this, but yeah. I did find it a little odd that after a while he only messaged me to make him stuff. But anyways, basically we had each other added on most social media, basically Roblox, Discord and TikTok. I don't really recall what messages we sent to one another on TikTok, probably just videos. Only thing I do remember was that he asked me to unfollow him, and I think this was around the time he got exposed. I didn't know of this at the time and only found out around 4 months later. I found his TikTok account and tried to reopen the messages to see if I could find anything, but alas I could not, as I think once you mutually unfollow someone and close the messages or something, it removes the history. I'm not really sure. Also from memory at this time I think he was following a lot of accounts with girls on them. I'm not entirely sure how old all of them were, but currently this isn't the case with his account. Although there are many accounts of similar likeness following him. I don't really remember it all too much, so again take this with a grain of salt, and I am not trying to start anything up again, as this was someone I had not taken issue with. I mostly just do not associate myself with him anymore. With more videos going into that specific drama and updates, there are mentions it on the Myth Community Wiki, the video Viva la Vouralen, a Google Doc and many more.
Anyways, these will be linked in the description. What are Roblox myths? Roblox myths are horror-related accounts created on Roblox. They are often created by an anonymous users to live out an existing creepypasta or to tell a completely new story in a paranormal nature on the Roblox platform. My experiences with the myth community. I was a Roblox myth around 2014. But I quit after a while and then decided to make yet another in 2020, when myths seemed to have a resurgence. Now, none of the myths I had created were particularly good, but I somehow managed to gain some traction. For this am grateful. But for all the fun and friends I made, there was a lot of downsides with being within that community. There were many toxic people and things. The community is quite diverse, being made up of many different people. And some people just happen to not be particularly nice, or some are just kind of dumb. Now with every community there are bad apples. Most of my experiences were positive, but the few bad experiences I had was 2 to 3 people I knew being groomers or pedophiles. And some were just jealous and shallow people, but I will not be naming any names. My overall opinion on the myth community is that it can be a great place for people to be creative, to make stories, create characters and have fun. But people should be cautious. That is just a general statement for any fandom or community, whether or not being online or in real life. But don't let bad experiences stop you from doing something you enjoy or love.